Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. United States, France and UK hail Air India, Airbus and Boeing deal worth $80 billion. Election Commission makes elaborate arrangements for assembly polls in Tripura tomorrow. BJP releases manifesto for Meghalaya Assembly elections. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls upon the youth to innovate in order to bring next generation industrial revolution. Akshdeep Singh and Priyanka Goswami win national race walking championships, qualify for 2024 Paris Olympics. And in ICC Women's T20 World Cup, India to take on West Indies at Cape Town this evening. US President Joe Biden, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and French President Emmanuel Macron have hailed Air India, Airbus and Boeing deal worth $80 billion. Tata Group-owned Air India announced yesterday that it will buy a total of 470 aircraft from aviation majors Airbus and Boeing. The deal is Boeing's third biggest sale in terms of order. Welcoming the mega deal, US President Joe Biden said that the landmark deal will create up to 1 million jobs across 44 states in the US. French President Emmanuel Macron underlined the strategic partnership between India and France and said that the Air India Airbus deal marks a new stage in India-France relationship. In a tweet, French President also thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the confidence in France and the French industry. Participating in a video call with French President, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, in the coming days, India will become the third largest aviation market.
निकट भविष्य में भारत एविएशन सेक्टर में विश्व का तीसरा सबसे बड़ा मार्केट बनने जा रहा है। कई आकलनों के अनुसार भारत को अगले 15 वर्षों में 2000 से अधिक विमानों की आवश्यकता होगी। आज की ऐतिहासिक घोषणा इस बढ़ती मांग को पूरा करने में सहायक होगी। भारत की मेक इन इंडिया, मेक फॉर द वर्ल्ड विजन के तहत एरोस्पेस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में अनेक नए अवसर खुल रहे हैं।
British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has hailed the deal by Airbus and Rolls-Royce to supply new aircraft to Air India as a landmark moment for the country's aerospace sector and reiterated his commitment to continue building ties with India. Mr. Sunak said that the deal demonstrates that sky is the limit for the UK's thriving aerospace sector. The UK government said the pact will create highly skilled jobs in Wales and Derbyshire, Eastern England, helping boost exports and the economy. Tata Sons and Air India Chairman N. Chandrasekharan said that the order is an important step in realizing Air India's ambition as it transforms itself across safety, customer service, technology, engineering, network and human resources. The Election Commission has made elaborate arrangements for assembly polls in Tripura tomorrow. Polling personnel along with material have started their journey to the polling booths. There are a total of 3,328 polling stations in the state. Election Commission has deployed Central Armed Police Forces in all the polling booths to ensure peaceful voting. With the heavy deployment of Central Armed Police Force across the state, the Border Security Force guarding the Indo-Bangladesh border are also maintaining strict vigil. Now we go over live to our correspondent Manas Pratim Sharma, who is in Agartala. Manas, what are the arrangements for the polling in Tripura tomorrow?
Abhishek, as you know, polling will begin at 7 a.m. Tomorrow. All the necessary security measures have been put in place. 400 additional companies of Central Armed Police Force have already been deployed in Tripura. All the polling stations will be guarded by them. Along with them, webcasting will be done almost in all the polling stations. Already Indo-Bangladesh and interstate border along with Assam and Meghalaya have been sealed by the security agencies. And I have visited several forward posts. I have seen additional security measures have been taken to ensure peaceful polling. Election Commission have already appealed people to come out in large number and exercise their voting rights without any fear. Abhishek?
Right. Thank you, Manas, for that update. BJP National President J.P. Nadda released the party's manifesto for Meghalaya Assembly elections in Shillong today. In its Sankalp Patra, BJP announced to form a STF under the chairmanship of a retired Supreme Court judge to investigate the corruption cases in the state. BJP President promised several schemes of women and youth empowerment. He announced free education for girls from KG to PG. The BJP President said women would get 33% reservation in government jobs and free scooty would be provided to meritorious college-going students if party is voted to power.
If we want to go forward, we visualize Meghalaya as a mega Meghalaya. We have to think big. And for thinking big, we have to see to it that speed, scale and skill, all three has to be balanced and matched. And with this intention, we are trying to see Meghalaya.
The state will go to polls on the 27th of this month. Meanwhile, campaigning is intensified with leaders from national parties are addressing election meetings and rallies in the state. All the three Garo, Khasi and Jaintia Hills regions are abuzz with public meetings, community gathering and door-to-door campaigns. More from a correspondent.
Trinamool Congress National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee is holding Padyatra in Tura Bazar area in West Garo Hills. Senior NPP leader and Lok Sabha MP Agatha Sangma addressed election meetings in North Tura Assembly segment where she enumerated works and achievements of her brother and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. Leaders of Congress and other regional parties UDP, HSPDP, VPP are also vigorously campaigning in support of their candidates. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Shillong.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today exhorted the youth to innovate in order to bring next generation industrial revolution. He expressed pride that more than 100 unicorns have been set up by the youth of the country. He said this signifies the importance of the newly created startup ecosystem of the country as well as the passion among the youth. Speaking at Manthan 2023 at Aero India in Bangalore, the minister highlighted that the environment for startups that has been created in India is a boon for the nation's youth.
हमारे देश में स्टार्टअप्स को लेकर पिछले कुछ वर्षों में जो एक एनवायरनमेंट बना है, मैं देख रहा हूं कि हमारे युवाओं के लिए वह किसी वरदान से, किसी बूंद से यह कम नहीं है। डिफेंस सेक्टर ही नहीं, बल्कि सभी सेक्टर्स की बात मैं कर रहा हूं। और 7-8 वर्षों में हमारे देश में स्टार्टअप की संख्या उंगलियों पर गिनी जाती थी, लेकिन आज उनकी संख्या मोर देन 1 लाख तक पहुंच गई है।
The Manthan platform brings the leading innovators, startups, MSMEs, incubators, academia and investors from defense and aerospace ecosystem under one roof. Mr. Singh said Manthan is a celebration of the journey of growth of the defense startup ecosystem. HAL has indigenously designed and developed a basic trainer aircraft HTT-40 to meet the primary training requirements of the Indian Defence Services. It is equipped with the latest avionics, air-conditioned cabin and ejection seats. It has completed all the tests required to receive certification. The HAL Flight Test Engineer Commander J.D. Daturi spoke exclusively to AIR News on the important aspects of HTT-40 trainer aircraft.
It's the aircraft which is designed for new pilots. It's the replacement for pilots. Now we have our own trainer which is already certified and very soon is going to finish all the requirements. It's a wonderful aircraft. Best part of that aircraft is most of the components which are used, they are in-house. For example, the engine, it's the same engine which is used in the Dornier aircraft.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Northeast Diary this week, on the 16th of February 2023, brings an exclusive interview with Mamang Dai, well-known poet and novelist writing in English from Arunachal Pradesh. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said positive criticism and quality debate are paramount for parliamentary democracy. Addressing the elected representatives after inaugurating the 2-day parliamentary workshop at Gujarat Assembly today, Mr. Birla asked the people representatives to actively participate in the law-making process. Expressing concerns over increasing allegations in place of positive criticism in the houses, Mr. Birla said it is the responsibility of each member of the house to raise people's concerns through healthy debate without harming the decorum of the house. He also stressed upon the use of technology in improving the legislative capabilities of the members. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's former Principal Secretary M. Shivashankar was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate ED last night in connection with the Life Mission project case. The case involves the alleged violation of the Foreign Contribution Regulations Act in the Life Mission project, which intended to provide homes to the poor who lost their houses in the floods of 2018. The Sensex and the Nifty was trading marginally down in the afternoon trade. Index of top 30 companies at the Bombay Stock Exchange, Sensex was trading below the 61,000 mark, while the Nifty index of top 50 companies at the National Stock Exchange was trading near the 17,900 level. Both stocks fell amid negative global cues. The Sensex declined 69 points to trade at 60,963. The Nifty 50 also slipped 15 points to trade at 17,915 when reports last came in. Akshdeep Singh and Priyanka Goswami have won the National Race Walking Championships. With this, both have qualified for this year's World Championships and next year's Olympics in Paris. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated race walkers Akshdeep Singh and Priyanka Goswami on winning the National Race Walking Championships. Mr. Modi also extended best wishes to them for their upcoming endeavours. India will take on West Indies in the second match of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup at the Newland Stadium in Cape Town, South Africa this evening. The match will start at 6:30 p.m. Indian time. India are coming into this game on the back of securing a big 7-wicket win over arch-rival Pakistan in the opening match of the tournament on Sunday. In that match, India chased down the target of 150 runs in 19 overs for the loss of just 3 wickets. In the second match, India would be bolstered by the return of star opener Smriti Mandhana. The left-handed batter Mandhana missed the first game due to an injury. In badminton, India will take on United Arab Emirates today, the second Group B match in Asia Mixed Team Championships 2023 at Dubai. Yesterday, PV Sindhu and Aegis Prannoy registered easy wins as India started the Asia Mixed Team Championship campaign on a stunning note with a 5-0 thrashing of Kazakhstan in a group match in Dubai. Prannoy, who beat Dimitri Panarin 21-9, 21-11 in the men's singles in 24 minutes, made the lead 2-0 after the mixed doubles pair of Ishan Bhatnagar and Tanisha Krasto put India ahead 1-0 with a 21-5, 21-11 win over Maksud Tadzibulev and Nargiza Rakhmatulieva in the opening match. Within no time, Sindhu beat Kamila Smagulova 21-4, 21-12 and increased India's lead to 3-0. Krishna Prasad Garga and Vishnu Vardhan Gaur Panjala, the second mixed doubles pair, and the women's doubles duo of Trisa Jolie and Gayatri Gopichand also won the respective matches in straight games to complete the rout. Along with Sindhu, world number 4, Akarshi Kashyap, winner of the Bangladesh International Challenge in December, is part of the women's singles lineup at this event. Fijian President William A. Katonovire and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar inaugurated World Hindi Conference at Nadi in Fiji. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. United States, France and UK hail Air India, Airbus and Boeing deal worth $80 billion. Election Commission makes elaborate arrangements for assembly polls in Tripura tomorrow. BJP releases manifesto for Meghalaya assembly elections. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls upon the youth to innovate in order to bring next generation industrial revolution. Akshdeep Singh and Priyanka Goswami win National Race Walking Championships, qualify for 2024 Paris Olympics. And in ICC Women's T20 World Cup, India to take on West Indies at Cape Town this evening. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.